Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope your preparation is going well. So, over the past few weeks, a lot of students were asking us to give a list of important topics for the descriptive paper of RBI Grade B Phase 2, and that is why we have brought this short video for you where we are going to give you 30 important topics for descriptive paper of Phase 2. So, the idea behind this video is to give you a list of few important topics that you must not skip as a part of your preparation. And how have we selected these topics? We have selected these topics based on the PYQ patterns and the syllabus, the topics that were there in the news, and multiple articles or editorials were written on it, or the important or the topics that were highlighted in the major reports, and these things align with your syllabus. So this is the criteria through which we have prepared this small list, a short list of 30 topics that you must prepare as a part of your descriptive paper of phase 2. So let us go through these topics one by one. The first topic is the demographic dividend and the aging population of India. So I've already discussed these topics as a part of our perspective 360 degree initiative, and the reason why this topic is important because India's population has overtaken China's population, and also as per the world's population prospects report, the senior citizen population of India is expected to get doubled by 2050. So their share of the elderly population has been increasing. So that's why this theme is important with respect to the section population that has been mentioned as a part of your syllabus. So this is the first point or the first topic that we have selected. After that, we have this poverty line. Why this topic is important? Because after a gap of 11 years, centers have disclosed the key consumption expenditure survey data, and this consumption expenditure survey data is primarily used to calculate the poverty line in India, and that's why I feel this topic is important, where you have to prepare how this poverty line is calculated, and what are the challenges that India is facing with respect to the poverty line. Especially, you must prepare with respect to the Tendulkar committee report, then the Rangarajan committee report, all those type of things and challenges with respect to the poverty line. So this is the second topic. The third is the urban poverty in India. So this topic was highlighted as a part of India Employment Report that was published by the International Labour Organization, and this report highlighted regarding the urban poverty in India that the though despite the wages in the urban area are higher as compared to rural area, but the unemployment rate is also high. So why so and so has happened, that has been highlighted as a part of this report, and that's why I think this topic is important. And the next topic is the unemployment in India. So this is a more of a, you can say, general topic with respect to the unemployment, especially regarding the youth population. Why the unemployment is high among the youths? Because according to the India Employment Report, around 83% of the jobless Indians are youth. So you must prepare what are the different type of parameters or the different reasons why the unemployment rate is so high. So this topic is an important topic as far as your descriptive paper is concerned. The next is the payment banks. All of you would be knowing why this topic is important because of the Paytm. RBI has taken regulatory action against the Paytm because of the different reasons that were highlighted in the news, and this topic payment banks is important. You must prepare the significance of the payment bank and the challenges with respect to the payment bank and all those things. The next is the cooperative banks. So recently, Mr. Amit Shah, who is also the minister, who is also the corporation minister, he has launched the National Urban Cooperative Finance and Development Corporation, which is nothing but a umbrella body in order to regulate these cooperative banks, and that is why this body is important, and also this whole cooperative bank is important. So you must prepare this topic in a holistic manner so that you are able to cover different aspects of it. So if the question is asked in any form, you are in a position to answer that question. After that, we have the RBI. So we all know that this year RBI celebrated its 90th anniversary, and that is the reason there is a probability that a very precise question or a specific question can be asked with respect to the RBI, where they may ask you the functions related to the RBI, because it is an important topic, and uh, that is why it is a part of this list. After that, similarly, we have IRDAI, which regulates the insurance sector in our country, and IRDAI is also celebrating its 25th anniversary, and it was there in the news. Multiple articles were written on it, and that is why this topic is also important. After that, we have the migration. According to the World Migration Report, so India becomes the first country to get over $100 billion in remittances, and India has received the highest remittances among the different countries. And that is why the migration topic is also very important, because it has been highlighted by the World Migration Report, and also has been very specifically mentioned as a part of your syllabus. So that is why it is a part of this list. Then the next topic in the list is the impact of global recession on the Indian economy. As we all know that over the past few years, we have been witnessing different instances which has caused the global disruption. For example, the Russia-Ukraine war, then the COVID-19, then the Middle East crisis, or the disruptions that has raised the oil prices. So all these things have impacted the Indian economy in one or other way. So that's why this theme is important, that what is the impact of global recession on the Indian economy. So you must prepare it as a part of your descriptive paper. Then the next thing is the digital currency initiatives by RBI. So the major flagship initiative that the RBI takes, for example, the central bank digital currency. So all such type of initiatives, the major initiatives are important for the exam. So you must prepare this as a part of your preparation. After that, we have this public tech platform for frictionless credit, another very important initiative by RBI. This platform has been developed by the RBI Innovation Hub. So we have already discussed and we have already done the answer writing practice for this topic in our Perspective 360-degree initiative. So this topic is also very important because it has brought a huge change with respect to the credit appraisal in the banks, and is a very important initiative of RBI. After that, we have urban mobility and smart cities mission. So recently, the Standing Committee on Housing and Urban Affairs, it published the report on smart cities mission, and this topic is important uh, along with this urban mobility as a part of your urbanization theme of your syllabus, and that's why this topic is important. Next, we have India's stand on climate change at COP28. So, this COP28 is also an important topic. So, climate and environment is a part of your syllabus, and that's why this topic was there in the news. It got a huge coverage in the articles and editorials, and that's why it is a part of this list. Then we have World Trade Organization, an important multilateral institute. You must prepare this topic for this year because of the farmers' protest, then also because of the dispute of India at WTO with respect to the subsidies such as the MSP, and then the sugarcane subsidies that the India provides to its farmers. So there are different disputes uh, at the WTO level. Also, one another angle you must prepare with respect to WTO is regarding the position of WTO with respect to the developed countries versus the developing countries. We all know that how WTO has been blamed multiple times, that it the whole organization has been dominated just to serve the interest of the developed countries. So how this developed and the developing countries with respect to the relevance of WTO, you must prepare this angle also as a part of World Trade Organization. So is an important topic for this year. Next, we have agriculture reforms and the farmers' protest. Again, the farmers' protests are still there in India, and we must go through the agriculture reforms that are needed in India in order to improvise our agriculture sector, because more than 55% of the population is still employed in the agriculture sector only. That's why this topic is important. Along with that, we also have this MSP scheme that you should cover as a part of the important topics. Next, we have this theme of startups, entrepreneurship, and the MSME sector. I have selected this topic because if you analyze the PYQs, then in the 2022 and 2023, the question from this topic has been asked twice, and you can see what are the problems being faced by the startup entrepreneurs in the tier 2 and the tier 3 cities in India, and the rural entrepreneurship, how the hinterlands young enterprise can solve India's social challenges. So you must prepare this theme regarding the MSME or the startups or the entrepreneurship, especially with respect to the rural areas and the women, which are the vulnerable sections of the society. Next, we have internationalization of rupee. So, during the G20 summit, Mr. Modi uh, highlighted the importance of internationalization of rupee, how we can make rupee a global currency. So, very soon we are going to discuss this topic as a part of our Perspective 360 degree. I think we are going to discuss it on Friday only, because it is an important topic, and we are going to see what is the significance of this whole internationalization of rupee and how it is going to benefit India as an emerging global economy. Next, the digital public infrastructure, again that was highlighted in the G20 summit. Under it there are two India led initiatives, which are the Global Digital Public Infrastructure Repository and the Social Impact Fund, which is again an important topic because majorly or primarily these initiatives are led by India. So you must just go through this topic, is an important topic for this year. Next, we have financial inclusion, especially with respect to the women. This is an all-time important topic. Anytime the question can come from this area, and you must prepare this topic as a part of your descriptive writing. Then next we have India's export performance. So why I have added this topic as the part of this list, because India's overall exports are estimated to reach $776 billion, and also recently it was covered by different articles that India's current account deficit has narrowed. Then the service exports grew by 5.2% year on year, and also a parliamentary standing report very much specifically dedicated to the India's export performance. That report was published, and I have already discussed this as a part of our Perspective 360 degree, because this report very much specifically talks about the export performance only, and also because of these things that were there in the news, I feel that this topic is important, and that is why it is a part of this list. Then we have BRICS, because recently five new members have been added to the BRICS. Along with BRICS, you must also go through the New Development Bank, which is a bank under the BRICS organization only, the BRICS grouping only, and you should go through it, and is an important topic for this year because the regional cooperation is a part of your syllabus, and BRICS comes under that. Then we have RBI's integrated ombudsman scheme. So recently, annual report of ombudsman scheme was released by the RBI, and one major factor that was highlighted in the reports was that the complaints regarding the ombudsman has increased in the past few years. So, in this report, the RBI had highlighted different reasons why these complaints have increased, and these reasons were mentioned very specifically. So this whole scheme is important. You must prepare what this RBI integrated ombudsman scheme is. You must prepare the features of the scheme. Along with that, you should also see the why the number of complaints have increased as a part of this report that was published by the RBI. And we have covered this session as a part of Perspective 360 degree initiative, and this topic is important. And the next topic is regarding a static question on monetary policy. Why I've added this static part? Because if you see the PYQs, then the monetary policy has been asked twice in 2022 and 2023. Once is asked about a very basic question regarding the eight monetary policy instruments, which is the qualitative and the quantitative instruments, and then it asked about a short note on current monetary policy framework in India. So that's why I've added this topic as a part of this list. So this topic is one of those topics that you must prepare because it is a part of your static syllabus also. Along with that, the fiscal policy is also very important. A question can be asked from this portion also because twice they have asked about monetary policy. So there could be a probability that this time they won't ask about monetary policy and they can ask you about regarding the fiscal policy. So you should prepare this topic in a holistic manner. Then the education and the health sector, very general theme based topic, but anytime the question can be asked from this topic. It can be from the national education policy or the Ayushman Bharat, the significance of this whole PMJY, all this type of things, or the recent policy or the flagship models regarding the education or these challenges. So question can be asked anytime from this area and is an important topic that you must prepare. Next, we have the Union Budget 2024 highlights and the key proposals. So you must go through the important flagship schemes and the announcements that are made during the Union Budget by the Finance Minister. So you must go through it because the question has been asked in the PYQs and can be asked in the future also regarding the major highlights of the budget. And along with that, if there is any flagship or an important scheme or the policy that is launched by the government, you must prepare that also. For example, the national infrastructure pipeline, also type of these big schemes, the big budget schemes should be prepared as a part of your descriptive paper. Lastly, last but not the least, the reports mentioned in the syllabus. So these are the reports that have been mentioned in the syllabus. I forgot to add the screenshot, but if you go through the PYQs, you will easily find that multiple questions were asked directly from the reports. If you have gone through the reports in a right manner, then it becomes very easy to score the marks in such questions because these questions are very much straightforward most of the times. And the reports that have been mentioned in the syllabus, you must go through these reports in a thorough manner. So that is it for today, and I hope this session was helpful for you. And you must prepare this topic as a part of your descriptive paper. And I hope your preparation is going well. And thank you so much, and all the best.